The time is going. I will try to talk a little bit of a great privilege that I had with the Rebbe. After the Rebbe appointed me to work with the Russian Jewish community, and the Rebbe chose the name of the organization, Bris Avraham, throughout the years, I had a lot of opportunities to get different advice from the Rebbe. Not in one Farbrengen will finish up everything, because 44 years you don't put in one movie. But I would like to tell you one thing. Since the passing of the Rebbetzin, the Rebbe Chaim Mushke passed away in Shvat, Chov Beis Shvat, Tov Shin Mem Ches, till the last day when the Rebbe gave dowers, I was by the Rebbe every single Sunday. I had the privilege to bring to the Rebbe 15,000 people. 15,000 people. And I could share with you stories about that till the next Gimmel Tammuz. But this is not what I'm trying here to say. I would like just to share with you one story that is more personal to me. You understand, when you're coming to the Rebbe every single Sunday, you bring to the Rebbe different people. Why I came to the Rebbe every single Sunday? A Jew that had a bris, I used to bring him right after the bris, before the anesthesia is out, together with his family, together with his Sandik and his family, and I used to bring to the Rebbe every single Sunday. We used to make between 7 and 14 brissen on a Sunday. And every single person used to go to the Rebbe and get a brocha. One Sunday, I will never forget, it was Tovshin Nun Aleph, Parshas Va'iro. I had fever 103. I could not move. Saturday night, I felt like I cannot go to the Rebbe. But I had lined up brissen. I had lined up Sandiks. I called up one of my people who used to help me. I said to him, please do me a favor. Tomorrow, you are going to represent me. You take the group to the brissen. I told you everything what you have to do. And then I will be with you on the phone. And then you take the people to the Rebbe and ask the Rebbe for a brocha for each Sandik. And I told him the whole routine. At 5 o'clock in the evening, I get a phone call. And the telephone is Rabbi Groner. And Rabbi Groner is asking me, Motto, wo bist du heimgewandt? Where were you today? I said to Rabbi Groner, who is asking? Is this you asking, or the question comes from above? Then he says to me, what's the difference? You were not here? I want to know what's your problem. And I said to him, Rabbi Groner, I'm in bed with 103 temperature. And I cannot move. He says, great. What's your name? I said to him, Mordechai ben Rocholea. He says, thank you. 20 minutes later, he calls me back. He says, the Rebbe said you should check the mezuzah in your bedroom. I said to him, Rabbi Groner, I am checking my mezuzahs. Every single elul. Not one elul is passing by, I should not check my mezuzahs. And in the month of Elul, just 3 months ago, now Parshas Va'iro, Elul is before Rosh Hashanah. I checked my mezuzahs, everything was kosher. He says, don't bargain. Just do what the Rebbe said. Monday morning, I asked Rabbi Wilensky, who works with me, I said to him, please take the mezuzah from my bedroom, go to Crown Heights, and check the mezuzah. He goes back to the same sefer, who I checked the mezuzahs on Elul. And he says, your mezuzah is posel melachatchila. Your mezuzah is not kosher completely. I said to the sefer, I don't understand. You just checked my mezuzahs 3 months ago. He says, I'm still human. I'm not a malach. Definitely not a galach. And therefore, we all are entitled to make mistakes. I bought a new mezuzah. Monday morning, I was in office. my temperature felt completely to normal, 97. As soon as I checked the mezuzah. I could tell you stories and stories from the Rebbe. I have told you. But this is not what I'm saying. In 1984, the Rebbe came out with a campaign. And the campaign was, now, 40 years later, we are sitting here, that we should make Koil Tiferes Kenim Levi Yitzchak, adult education classes. And the Rebbe said that the nature of people is that when somebody becomes old, the children are pushing him out from the business. And they will be nice to him, and they will bring him a tie to Father's Day. But usually children don't like adults. They throw him out from the business. Completely contradicting what King Solomon says. V'reiv shonim yediyah chochma. A person becomes older, he becomes wiser. And the Rebbe said that everybody should open up a koil teferes kenim and make sure that the adult people are sitting and learning Torah. And to make sure that the people are coming, they should get a stipend. That was in the month of Menachemov, next month, that will be commemorating 80 years of the Yortzeit of the Rebbe's father. The song that we were singing before, that is a song of the Rebbe's father. And the Rebbe says that everybody will open up a koil and will call it not just Koil Tiferes Kenim, but will add the name of my father, Levi Yitzchok, I will participate with $100. That was the Rebbe's participation. Prior to that, a half a year before, in Anyuta's kiss of Chanukah, the Rebbe came out with a different campaign. That every single town should have printed a Tanya. And the Rebbe said that we're coming closer to the coming of Mashiach, and the Baal Shem Tov asked Mashiach, when are you going to come? And the Mashiach answered him, where your wellsprings will be spread all over. And the Rebbe says, because of that, we have to print tinies in every single place. I'm a very simple person. I wrote into the Rebbe a question. Ma olai lases. What am I supposed to do? You said to me to print tanies. Is it my responsibilities? Or there is other Chabad shluchim have to do it? What do I have to do? Plain simple question. 15 minutes later, Rabbi Klein calls me. He says, the Rebbe answered you. Read. Lehat pis echod im Targum Rusi. To print one Tanya with a Russian translation. V'kamo she'efsher b'Loshen HaKodesh. And as many as you could in Loshen HaKodesh. Then I printed a Tanya in Jersey City. That was my headquarters, where I was working. Anybody of you who remembers, there used to be a school in Jersey City, Rogerson Yeshiva High School. Whoever remembers that school, I was there, the assistant principal, by the age of 20. And I had a lot of things that I was doing then with the Russian Jews. And at the same time, I had to print a Tanya. I wanted very much, in Passaic, was living a lot of Russian Jews at that time. And I became friendly with Rabbi Chaim Wasserman. Whoever remembers him. He was the rabbi of the Young Israel. Very special person. Unique person. Until today, I owe him a lot of koros hatov. And unfortunately, when the rabbi passed away, I wrote a big article in the Jewish Link, a eulogy for him. What can you mean? How a special human being he was? How kind of special person he was? His Abbas Yisrael, his wisdom, everything. I really have very special koros hatov to him. And I came to Rabbi Wasserman and I said to him, Rabbi Wasserman, I want to print a Tanya in Passaic. And also, I would like to open up a koil for people to learn Torah in Passaic. Says Rabbi Wasserman, here is the key to my show. Do whatever you want in my show. I said, great, thank you. Who remembers Young Israel of Passaic 4 years ago? Huh? You remember?
Was the bar.
Huh?
It looked like a bar.
Yes.
Thank you. We came in there to the shul and decided a small kitchen. The kitchen, what used to, you have to say God's name. The Shem and Feiresh should not fall down. No plate, no tables, no chairs. Anyway, the bottom line is we had there 50 Jews, Russians coming every single day for 2 hours to learn Torah. 1 hour Torah, 1 hour English. And I used to pick them up. We used to make them lunches in the Young Israel Passaic. Rabbi Wasserman says, no rent, no nothing. I take care of everything. You, what's his name? Dr. My memory? No. He was working for CBS News. Norang. No. Soon I will remember his name. He was the president. Very, very nice person. And together, I have it here, his name. In the Tanya. Just give me 1 second. I like to give people that belongs credit. They should get the credit. I don't know if they can get cash, but they should get credit. Dr. Gurak.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Gurak. He was working for CBS News. He was whatever. And he was very, very gracious. Very, very special. If his children are still live here in Passaic, I don't know, his grandchildren or whatever. Yeah. But this is 2 people that really helped me a great deal. Rabbi Wasserman and the president. KGB?
Landlord.
Landlord? Come here. Who is this? The landlord?
Yeah.
Come here. I have for you Chaim.
Chaim.
Oh, he's afraid? No.
Anything with the Sienna with New York plates?
New York place.
Where the dog here? Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we opened up the koil and we had it a koil. And then Rabbi Wasserman says, I said, do you want to print a Tanya? What did we did? We went to Crown Heights. We rented a truck from, I forgot the company name. I tell you exactly which company. It was Mendan Trucking, if you remember such a company. Used to, Still around, correct. But the owner, it was Jewish. The owner's name, the two owners, 2 partners. One name was Mendy, and the second one was Dan. That is called Mendan. It's Mendy and Dan. That is Mendan Trucking Company. Mendy was a very nice Jewish boy, was born in Borough Park, had a heart of gold. I came to Mendy and said, Mendy, I need a truck from you. We're going to print Tanyas. He says, what are you talking about? I said, don't worry, I will teach you. And we got a printing press and a generator and a plate maker. Not like today, you have a computer. What computer? When computer? I didn't know how to spell computer. Then we brought that and we printed a Tanya in Passaic Shul, in the Young Israel of Passaic. And this is the Tanya that you see here. This Tanya was printed in 1984 in Passaic, in the Young Israel of Passaic property. On Brook Street, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Brook Street, yeah.
Yes. Anyway, this is what is Passaic, how we started the connection to the Rebbe. And then, I share with you a story, but I will not tell you names, don't worry. I wanted to open up a koil here, that the people should learn Torah here. And the people should have food, transportation. It was not easy. To run the koil here for 50 people was a lot of money. Because you have to pay 2 teachers, transportation to pick up the people from the house, bring them back, give them lunch. Everything costs money. Then now,
And vodka too.
No. That was only once a week. Come on. If I would have to, I'd rather give them benzene, it was cheaper. Anyway, then Rabbi Wasserman told me a name. He says, try to speak to that person. Maybe he will give you money. I said to you the story. And I went to that person and I asked him for money. I will not tell you how much I asked him, but I asked him to cover 1 year budget. And he says to me, Rabbi, what you asking me, I did not give to UGA in the whole of my life. And you want the money 1 year from me? You know, I tried my best, but I was unsuccessful. And by the end, he says to me, you're pushing me. You're pushing me. I said, I'm apologizing. What should I do? That summer, I went to Colorado to my brother-in-law's house for 1 week vacation. I was never there again. I'm going again to Colorado the week before Rosh Pesach to officiate a wedding. But I was not there for 4 years. Anyway, I call my office, and my office says to me that we got a registered letter from that donor, from that person. Shall I open up the letter? I says, this is not addressed to you, it's addressed to me. Put it in a Federal Express and send it to me to Colorado. She sends me the letter to Colorado. I open up the letter, and let me tell you what's going on in that letter. In the letter, there is a letter to the Rebbe, and he writes to the Rebbe the following. Rabbi Kanelsky pushed me to the wall. That's the words he writes. And he pushed me to give me such and such a donation. If you, Rebbe, will tell me to do it, I will do it. But I'm not ready to do it. To show you that I'm ready to do it, I'm giving him 10% of the request that he asked me. And he sends to the Rebbe a copy of the check. To me, he sends an original. He sends me a copy of the letter that he wrote to the Rebbe. I did not call him. I did not anything to him. I come back to New Jersey. I called him up. I said to him, I want to meet with you. I said to him, did I ever touched you? You wrote to the Rebbe, I pushed you to the wall. I touched you? Come on. What kind of language is that? What are you writing to the Rebbe? I pushed you to the wall. And I'm not going to deposit the check. Because then you're right. I pushed you. I harmed you. We were friends. Goodbye, good luck. I will invite you to my simchas. I will say Alachaim. No, Rabbi, I did not mean it. You could deposit the check. I said, with one condition, that you promise me, I am not opening up this koil on your father's name, on your family's name, until I get the entire money that I want. This money I'm going to use for day-to-day activities. Finished. Fast forward, comes Erev Rosh Hashanah. He calls me up and says, Rabbi, I would like you to take me to the Rebbe to give the Rebbe a pidyon nefesh. You know what a pidyon nefesh is? Erev Rosh Hashanah, everybody gives the Rebbe a kvittel and asks from the Rebbe a brocha. Then I'm going to ask the Rebbe, he should pick me up. I said, great. I'm getting in the car from Elizabeth, going to Passaic, picking him up, going to Crown Heights, standing in line, going to the Rebbe. On the way to the Rebbe, he says to me, how much I give the Rebbe a check? I said to him, no, I'm not going to tell you nothing, because he's going to the Rebbe to say, again, I pushed you. I am not going to tell you nothing. And he says, I decided to give this and this amount. I said, do whatever you want. Very big number. And he gave the Rebbe the check. We're going out from the Rebbe. He shakes my hands, and I feel there is a check here also for Bris Avram. Not nice to open up the check in front of the person. I put the check in my pocket. I'm going back to Passaic to bring him back. I'm going to Queens to the oil of the previous Rebbe to pray at Erev Rosh Hashanah. I'm coming back to Elizabeth. It's time to light candles. I threw my shirt into the laundry. I changed the shirt for Shabbos, and that's it. Motzei Rosh Hashanah, he calls me up and says, Rabbi, the Rebbe is giving out wine. Can you please take me to take from the Rebbe wine? I said, good. I'm going from Elizabeth to Passaic, picking him up, on the way to Crown Heights to get wine from the Rebbe. In the car, he's asking me, you remember I give you something, Erev Rosh Hashanah, here? So I said, yes. And what he did with that, I took this shirt and I threw it in the laundry box. He says, call your wife. You remember the cell phones that was at that time? It was 50 pounds in the car. I'm picking up the cell phone, I'm calling my wife, and my wife says, I said to her, where's my shirt? She said, just put it in the laundry. I said, don't wash money. Please take it out of the laundry. She takes out, she puts it on the maghet. So these are maghets. I thank you. Oh, you know Hebrew. And she calls me back and she says to me, how much is the check? 50% of whatever I asked them. I said to him, this kol mitzvahs, we're standing in the line to take wine from the Rebbe. I have a picture how he holds my younger son on his hands. I was going with 2 children. You cannot hold both children and have a cup to the Rebbe to take wine. Then I said to him, you hold one of my children, I hold it. The other one, and we're going to the Rebbe to take wine. We got the wine, I'm going back to Passaic, bringing him, my children in the car sleeping, going back home. Time passed by. In November is my dinner. Every single year I have a dinner, Baruch Hashem, in November. We're coming to November, we're having the dinner in the Grand Hyatt Hotel in New York. He comes, goes out from the elevator, hello Rabbi, and shakes my hands, and I feel again there is a check. But this time I'm smarter. I put in the check here, I'm going to the bathroom and opening up to see what's going on there. I'm afraid to give it again to the laundry. And I see the balance of the 100%. Whatever I asked him, he paid everything. The 6th or 7th of Kislev, he calls me up. And he says to me, are you busy now? I says, no, I'm not busy. Away the gear. You know what away the gear means? Unemployed person, don't have nothing what to do. I'm away the gear. And I said to him, I have nothing what to do. Where should I come? Passaic? Yes. I'm coming to Passaic. He pulls out a letter that he got from the Rebbe. I just would like to tell you that throughout the 3 months period, we used to talk to him on the phone. He used to tell me, you see, the first time the Rebbe never answered me on a letter that I wrote to him. Every letter I wrote to the Rebbe always answered me. And this time the Rebbe did not answer me on that money that you asked me. The Rebbe does not agree that I should give you that money. That was used to always tell me, like, you know, yes, anyway, I said to him, what's going on here? What do you need? He says, here's a letter of the Rebbe. The woman tell you what it says in the letter. In response to the letter that he wrote to me on the 25th of June, by divine providence, the letter was delayed until today. The date of the letter is Rosh Chodesh Kislev. The Rebbe answers him back to the letter that he wrote to the Rebbe that I pushed him to the wall, the 25th of June. The Rebbe writes to him the following. I'm sure you know the concept of Chassidus knows Tchilosim b'Seifon b'Tchilosim, that the end is connected to the beginning and the beginning to the end. And Rosh Chodesh Kislev, there is also the end of the month. What's the end of the month? Is the holiday of Hanukkah. What's in between Rosh Chodesh Kislev and Hanukkah? There is 2 Yom Tovim. Yutes Kislev and Yud Kislev. What's the Yom Tovim? The day of the liberation of the first Lubavitcher Rebbe and the day of liberation of the second Lubavitcher Rebbe. What's the common denominator of all the 3 holidays? Yutes Kislev, Yud Kislev, and Hanukkah, to add in light. And never be satisfied with yesterday, but always increase every day with 1 more candle. Do that you gave a pledge to an institution that continues the legacy of the first Lubavitcher Rebbe and the second Lubavitcher Rebbe, and you gave your pledge not with words, but with a down payment, then you know what my father says, that when a Jew makes a commitment to give tzedakah, God Almighty opens for him channels. He should be able to fulfill his commitments in full. And then the Rebbe writes with his own handwriting, if necessary, new channels. And do that you are something special, the Rebbe gives him an extra brocha, and he says to him that through that you will get all the brochas of the Rebbe Yeshua. That year, that man made money that he was not dreaming. He says to me, one day he said to me, it's like days of Mashiach, Geld wächst auf der Bäume. Money was growing on trees. Whatever happened after that is not relevant. The most important we should know that we have to be connected to the Rebbe. And we have to know what the Rebbe says is 100%. And to conclude, I will conclude with you with something special. Until today was printed 34 volumes of the Rebbe's letters. The Rebbe wrote hundreds of thousands of letters. Hundreds of thousands of letters the Rebbe wrote. Many letters, Secretariat had a copy. Many letters was public letters. Many letters was private letters. Now let me show you a letter of the Rebbe that the Rebbe wrote 1950, Gimmel Tammuz. 1950. 6 months after the passing of the previous Rebbe. The Rebbe still did not accept it to be Rebbe, officially. But the letter of the Rebbe is Gimmel Tammuz, the 3rd of Tammuz. Now I will try to give you a free translation from the letter, and you could look it up, it's public knowledge. The 3rd of Tammuz, 1950. By the grace of God, many people were asking to understand what's so special with the Lubavitcher Rebbe. Especially our Rebbe, my father-in-law. Many people write different titles about him. A man of self-sacrificing. A man giant in Torah. A man who watered himself. A tzaddik. A person who had Ruach HaKodesh. He had a lot of miracles. Many blessings. And many, many other things. Specifically, with all these titles, if you learn Chassidus, you understand the titles even more. Says the Rebbe, all that titles is nothing. There is one important thing that's missing from all the titles. He is the Rebbe. What means a Rebbe? They ask you, so what's a Rebbe? Says the Rebbe the following. The Nosi of Chabad, there is a lot of tzaddikim. But the tzaddikim are taking care of their community, either physically, either spiritually, either individually, but not in a global way. The Rebbe took care on every single Jew in a global way, in an individual way, and we should know, right, the Rebbe, that in Gimmel Tammuz stuff 1950, that whatever we have, physically and spiritually, is only because of the Rebbe. And we have to engrave in our mind and to know that everything that we are getting, Begashmis of Ruchnis, is only through our connection to the Rebbe. And with more connection to the Rebbe that we have, we will get all his blessings. Pause. Which parsha are we learning this week? Chukas. Yeah, you're all learning Chukas, correct? Mm-hmm. We had 3 giants. Moshe, Aaron, and Miriam. Right? What do we got because of Moshe? Come on. Physics, I'm talking Poshet Mensch, we're not talking here spiritual. We got, I'm a very, how to say, tangible person. Who gave me food? Moshe Rabbeinu. Who gave me water? Miriam. Who cleaned my clothes? Who made me everything should be good? Aaron. Okay. What happened when Miriam dies?
We're thirsty.
We're thirsty, there is no water. What are we doing? Who are we screaming?
Complaining.
Complaining to who?
Moshe Rabbeinu.
Moshe Rabbeinu. What happened when Aaron and Cain dies? It's the same parsha. We have no more clouds. And there's no protection. Comes the Knani and grabs a Goro, a ganze story. What are we screaming? Moshe! Says Rashi to a child 5 years old. They all came back to us in the merit of Moshe. And then Rashi says in Shvi of Chukas, the last part of this week, Rashi is asking a question. Vayishach Moshe Malochim, Vayishach Yisroel Malochim. And Rashi is saying, I don't understand. Who was the sender? Yisroel or Moshe? Says Rashi, Leimer Lachor. Shemeshe hu Yisroel, v'Yisroel hu Moshe. Shenosi Hadeir, hu Kechol Hadeir. That the Nosi of the generation is like the whole generation. And he is the one, as Moshe Rabbeinu says, all the people are the feet, and Moshe is the head. The Zohar says, "Is pashtusha the Meisha bechol dora v'dora." In every single generation, there is a Meisha Rabbeinu. Who is the Meisha Rabbeinu? Who is the Meisha Rabbeinu? Who thinks about every Jew what he is? Even the Jew in Malachivka, who the child has to go to school, the Rebbe sends him, he should leave Russia. When there is a Jew in Kazakhstan, the Rebbe sends him an emissary there. When there is a Jew in Australia, the Rebbe sends him an emissary there. When there is a Jew in Honolulu, the Rebbe sends him an emissary there. Who gave the koiches to all the youth people, to all the young shluchim, 6,000 shluchim, to be sent to the whole world? Where did they get the inspiration to go that? Where are these people who were born after Gimmel Tammuz, 30 years later? Why they sacrifice their life and to go on shlichus, no Chol of Israel, no Pas Israel, no nothing. We have nothing. We live in America. We have everything what you want. And then you have the head of Moshe. You can drink even Chol of Akum. Chol of Stam, sorry. Where is the Mesiras Nefesh? Self-sacrificing for Teiru mitzvahs. Where is the self-sacrificing not to drink not milk without Chol of Israel? Where is the self-sacrificing not to eat bread that's not Pas Israel? Where is the self-sacrificing to make sure that our children are getting the proper chinuch? Where is our sacrificing for everything for Torah mitzvahs? Who thinks about it? Who is the one who is staying at the front of the torch and is fighting? The Rebbe. Whatever we have, the koich is everything for the Rebbe. And let's be realistic. Kashmir Ruchnis. Is it man? Is it water? Is it clouds? You have to go to the cleaners. The cloud did it for you. You know why you have to pay now for the cleaners? Look at the Gemara. The Gemara says that the whole world is everything. Everybody gives food for everybody. For me, can I give food? Elama, your cult is my son. I did not do something wrong. And because of that, I don't get whatever I need. We have to be connected to the Rebbe. How do you become connected to him? How do you become connected? Pirkei Avos is asking that question. How could we be connected to a tzaddik? Through doing whatever he says. When the Rebbe writes to a person to learn chitas every single day, to learn Chumash, Tehillim, and Tanya, that's a protection. To learn Rambam is a protection. To check your mezuzah is a protection. To wear tzitzit is a protection. To wear Shabbos candles is a protection. That is what Gimmel Tammuz is all about. Gimmel Tammuz is not just another day in the history. Yes, it is a day in history. Yeshua, Shemesh begiven doim. The sun stopped. 30 years ago, everybody said, Lubavitch is finished. Lubavitch is finished. 30 years later, is Lubavitch finished? Even a stupid person will not say it. Lubavitch flourished. Where do we have the koiches? Where my children that were born after Gimmel Tammuz have that koiches to go out of shlichus and to build institutions and to do that? What do you think? My children cannot have a job in a computer and sit by the office and push buttons and make money. That's it. Why they have to go and work hard to go out and to go to a person and convince a person to do a breeze? Let me see who will here make a breeze by the age of 78, 68, 58, 48, 38, 28, 18. You know what it means to talk to a person that the person should make a breeze? You know what it means to coming to a person who lives with his wife in peace for 10, 15, 20 years, and you're saying to him, Mister, you're living not legal. You don't have a chuppah. You have to make a chuppah. I married over 1,000 couples. Baruch Hashem. Etc., etc. Not just me. There's thousands of shulchan but me. I live already in the cream because I live in New Jersey and there is Chol of Israel and there is Pas Israel. Do you know as a child I did not drink milk for 5 years? 5 years I did not drink milk because there was no Chol of Israel. 5 years. Here in America we have to drink that Chol of Israel. Here in America we have to think not to have Pas Israel. Bread. My mother used to bake bread for every single day. We have to remember only one thing. The Rebbe is here with us, and the Rebbe gives us all the koiches. And the only way we can be successful is to do whatever the Rebbe says. Just think to yourself, tomorrow Moshiach comes, and everything is there, nice and dandy. And Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah will come to you and ask you, I said to you, what you did yesterday to bring Moshiach? I ate ice cream from Carvel, not Chovesor. I did that, I did that. What do you need to bring Moshiach? Mister, go there in the back, buy a binocle, and watch Moshiach. L'chaim, let's leave it Moshiach, and Moshiach will leave it us.